Our colleagues at the Office of the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs cited a report today from the Ministry of Health in Gaza that another 3 people have died from malnutrition and starvation in the past 24 hours, bringing the total number of such reported deaths to 303, including 117 children. At the same time, the Israeli militaries continue new displacement orders covering approximately 1 square kilometer of Gaza City, al-Daraj, and Sheikh Radwan neighborhoods. People continue to flee in fear for their lives, seeking safety wherever possible. Between the 14th of August, when the offensive on Gaza City was announced, and yesterday, partners tracking population movements recorded more than 36,200 displacements, including over 11,600 from the north to the south of the Gaza Strip. The majority of people came from neighborhoods in Gaza City, with more than 2/3 moving to Deir al-Balah and nearly 1/3 heading to Khan Yunis. And as you know, the majority of people in Gaza have been displaced more than once. Turning to health situation, yesterday hospitals in Gaza warned of severe shortages of blood units, with daily needs exceeding 350 units. With many patients critically injured by hostilities, more blood is needed to save lives, yet community donations have plummeted due to famine and malnutrition. The Ministry of Health in Gaza has issued an urgent appeal to replenish blood stocks in hospitals. Meanwhile, obstructions imposed by the Israeli authorities on the flow of aid into and within Gaza Strip continue to constrain delivery of life-saving assistance by ourselves and our partners. Yesterday, 6 out of 12 missions that required coordination with the Israeli authorities were facilitated. Most of them were to move supplies into and within southern Gaza and collect fuel from the Karim Abu Salam crossing. Another 3 missions to collect cargo from that crossing, as well as Zikim, were impeded and therefore only partially accomplished, while 2 other missions had to be canceled by the organizers. 1 mission to carry out road repairs in Khan Yunis was denied outright by the Israeli authorities. Our humanitarian colleagues stress that with famine now confirmed in Gaza Governorate, the humanitarian consequences of ongoing hostilities, of displacement, and of aid obstruction are even more devastating for the population. We urgently call for an immediate ceasefire and full, unhindered humanitarian access across the Gaza Strip to bring an end to the suffering of civilians and the immediate and unconditional release of all hostages. That there is a solution, that there is a ceasefire, that we see humanitarian aid flow, that we see hostage families reunited with their loved ones, that we see the return of a political path, that we see the people of Gaza being afforded the ability to hope again, right? And I can tell you that on the hostage issues, the Secretary General has very often met with hostage families, and he's been following this very closely.
Today, IDF released their initial findings on that strike. They claim that they neutralized 6 Hamas terrorists and 1 camera. Does the Secretary General think this is a good start with the finding?
Look, I think there will be a good start when there's accountability for those who have lost their lives, your colleagues, the medical workers, and all other civilians.